Heath Stone, Uncommon Diabetic Solutions. I just want to welcome you today to UDTV Live and let you know that today's a little bit different. Today, I'm going to share an experience that Susan and I did together that we call the UD Fuel 5-day cleanse. She's going to introduce to you what our journey was as I, a type 1 diabetic, did a 5-day green drink diet only, and how that impacted me, my blood sugars, and basically how I could live and function through this journey. Something I never ever thought I could do. And what I can tell you is changing the way that we eat and how we fuel our body.
Hi, Susan Stone with Uncommon Fuel. I want to talk to you about greens drinks and blended vegetables and a cleanse that me and my husband, Heath Stone, who happens to be a type 1 diabetic, did for 7 days. He did his for 5 and I did mine for 7. So a little story about how this came about. I was listening to Tony Robbins and energy for health and how to reboot your system, and the greatest gift that I could give myself is to give my organs a break and do this cleanse drink. And I was so intrigued, I gotta try this out. What I did was I told my husband, I'm doing this, I would love your support. There won't be really any cooking for about a week, because in my mind, I was doing the 7 days. And successfully I did, and I got a lot of great benefits from it, and I felt amazing. My husband was like, yeah, I'm on board. I so want to do this with you. I'm like, hold on. You're type 1, there is going to be some challenges here, possibly, but one day at a time. So depending on his activity level, because he lives a very high active lifestyle. So now I'm like, for me, my blended drinks were very little sugar because I wanted to lose some weight. I have insulin resistance, so I need to kind of drop that and kind of monitor or get that in check. So I did very little sugar, so mostly vegetables. My husband he needed sugar for his activity and his golf and workouts. You'll get to hear exactly what Heath went through with his ups, his downs, his accomplishments, and I hope this brings some value to your diabetic journey.
Hey, good morning. Heath Stone, Uncommon Diabetic. Have you ever thought of trying to do a cleanse? It's not a fast. It's actually green juices. I've never ever even considered doing it as a type 1 diabetic. My wife Susan was talking about something that she wanted to do, and the question came up: could a diabetic do a complete cleanse for 7 days and do basically nothing but juice? And when I say juice, I'm talking about green juices. So it's kale, it's certain berries, it's whole healthy foods. And Susan will put below a little list of ingredients and the types of smoothies, but it's really giving my organs and my body a chance to cleanse and get the micronutrients that I really need to optimize my health. So this is a challenge to myself to see if I could manage my sugars and actually stay in the zone with my sugar management. So yesterday was day 1, and the truth was that I wasn't sure if I could even do it. I'm just going to show you here on my phone. That's my current blood sugar. I just finished a 7K walk, and here's my time in zone with regards to my blood sugars. I have never been 100%. Now, with that being said, I'm at the start of day 2. I literally just came in. My blood sugars went from waking up at a 7.5 down to a 5. What am I at? 5.0 now. And I know that I'm going to crash if I don't have something to eat. So Susan made me the green drinks, replacing my breakfast. So this is just a journey on me and Susan as we go through the experiment of seeing that if I, the type 1 diabetic, uncommon diabetic, can actually do a 7-day cleanse and liquid diet. This is the beginning of day 3. Day 3 of juice only diet for me. And as a type 1 diabetic, it's definitely not something I ever thought that I would even try. So what I'll share is where I'm at right now and what happened in day 2. So the beginning of day 3, and my blood sugar is at 6.5 at the moment. Now, as a whole, I'm doing phenomenal with an 87% in the last 24 hours within the range. But you'll notice on here that 13% of the time I've been low, which is unusual to be that high in the low categories. So yesterday, as I was doing this, I had a workout. And day 2, I was a little tired. And I got through the workout, but it wasn't with my normal energy. And I was told that on day 2 of a juice, it's gonna, get through the, a little bit of fatigue that would happen as it's burning the glycogen in your muscles and your body's kind of resetting at the end of the day. So I battled through, but I ended up having a low afterwards. And I used juice, etc. But I ended up also, I did technically go off juice, and I had a small piece of chocolate just to get my sugars back up quick. That's what I had in the house at that particular moment. I usually use dextrose tabs when I have a low, but that was it. And then I just continued on with the juicing fast. So that was just a quick adjustment. However, I want to be real in this, in that going through any change of routines, of diets, of trying new things to see how they're going to help you with your health as a diabetic is possible. But most importantly, it comes down to testing, really good blood sugar testing, and staying on top of it. And that's what I'm able to do, right, with my CGM and with my Medtronics pump. So I'm not pushing any pump or particular technology. But what I'm saying is that you need to test. No matter what, if you're a diabetic, knowing the truth about where your sugar is, the more accurate that is, the more frequent you do it, the more accurate your adjustments can be with food and or whatever form of exercise and activity you're doing to manage your sugars. So for me, I'm really happily surprised that my blood sugar has been at the lowest point, 87% in the go zone, and I'm averaging at 6.3 A1C right now. So I think that's pretty dang good, especially considering I'm only having juice. And I can't believe how good I feel this morning. Alert and energetic. That's also what I was told. Is that day 3 of a cleanse and the juice program, you start to feel the energy. And I feel lighter. Cheers. So we're on day 4. We finished day 3 yesterday, and it was definitely more of an adventure for me. We did the juicing. It's really good. All of the greens and fruits and veggies smoothies, and it's just been an amazing cleanse. I am feeling really light and feeling I'm feeling good. So yesterday, day 3, I went out and was doing normal work in the morning, but I went out in the afternoon to try play a round of golf. I've never played a round of golf with just juice, and I couldn't make it around. My blood sugars actually crashed. I had to eat a few bananas, and I stuck true to the fruits and veggies, but definitely was hard for managing it. My sugars, I ended up, there you go, just so we can be consistent, 87%, which is still amazing, but it was much more volatile in the recording. And if you're to look at the chart, you've got a more sporadic day. As you can see, I went up and down quite a bit and it just was more challenging. Pressing through, learning through the experience, and the key really is to do this testing is critical. If I didn't have my monitor and my CGM, it would be really hard because the fluctuations in my blood sugar are going up and down yesterday. I really needed that awareness so that I was able to adjust appropriately. Since as I'm basically on complex carbs, and I'll let you know how today goes, and can't believe I'm in day 4 with just the fruit juice cleanse, or sorry, the green smoothie cleanse. So anyways, all the best until tomorrow. Be uncommon. Diabetic. Just finishing up day 5 of our cleanse, and I've definitely enjoyed the journey of drinking all this healthy green juice and Vitamixes that we've been doing. And I'll tell you, the veggies and the fruits have definitely been far better than I thought they would be. As this is the first time as a type 1 diabetic, a 53-year-old type 1 diabetic, having tried doing a straight juice cleanse. My energy has been up and it's been down. I just got home from the gym and it went well. So you know, my blood sugar right now, 7.3, and can't believe how good I've been. There you go, 92%. In the green zone, I think 6% high, and the remainder were some lows. I am fighting lows more than usual because of the protein amount is quite low compared to my regular diet. My strength has gone down a little bit and my endurance a little bit, but as a whole, considering how low my carbs intake is and my overall caloric intake is, I'm performing extremely well. So check out the links below and all the different recipes that Susan's preparing for this cleanse, and I'll get back to playing with my little grandson Weston.
Ideally, fresh vegetables and fruit would be the way to go when you make your smoothies. What I do is I buy my favorite vegetables, I wash them, and I just slice them up, dice them up, and put them into freezer bags. And in the freezer they go until I'm ready to make my smoothie.
Wow, pretty cool adventure, eh? So, it definitely changed my mindset and the way that I think about green drinks and the energy that they actually provide for the body. I didn't think that my active lifestyle of being a gym rat, of golfing, of hiking, and just the other extreme things that I do, my motorcycle riding, that I could function on just green drinks. Well, I proved myself wrong. I can, and I can actually thrive. What we're gonna do now is actually change and implement this as a regular part of our Uncommon Fuel program. So what I'd encourage you to do is check us out at the YouTube channel Uncommon Diabetic, and also visit us at uncommondiabetic.com. And if you're really interested in going to the next step of living an uncommon diabetic life, why don't you book a one-on-one session with me, and we'll talk about how we could possibly journey together. Have a great day. Until next time, be uncommon.